G'day everybody, it's Matt Dawn from Lawnporn, Get Your Lawn On. Look, the dull roar that you can probably hear in the background is the rain. I'm working 2 weeks on, 1 week off for a little while at the moment, and yeah, it's just been totally crazy. Come back for the week and all it's going to do is rain, so hence why this is an inside video. This video is to support the summer program, which I'm doing right now. I just thought it'd probably be better to explain it in a quick video. I'll pop the stuff to the side so you can see without having to go back into the program, because I'm embedding this video in the program, so fingers crossed that it works. If you're liking the content here, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me grow. Talking about spring first off, this spring has not really got going at all. Fairly up and down, mostly down. My temperatures have been mostly 21, 22 for the week, and and then you get a couple of days of 39 or something stupid like that. The grass goes a bit crazy, and then boom, back down to 22 and rain, rain, rain. Still honestly feels like winter. But look, I'll go straight into the spring program, and the first of the month at the start of the season, use Four Seasons. Four Seasons is our Granular Fertilizer, dual slow controlled release mini prill, slow release nitrogen, slow release potassium. And it's also got iron in there to get that nice dark deep green. Those little prills are just fantastic in Four Seasons. They get deeper down into the sward and it will sit lower in the grass. That way its slow release takes a little bit longer, so that's kind of good, and also helps with not getting sucked up in the mow. At the start of the month we also do I can't think of the word, do soil wetting. I couldn't think of it. Soil wetting. So soil wetting is very important, and Moist is our soil wetter, and Moist works 3 ways. It works to get the water into the soil profile, and it will keep the water, should I say, within the soil profile, the moisture in the soil profile, saving evaporation, obviously saving water and keeping your lawn hydrated. And throughout the area, it'll evenly disperse the moisture throughout the area. So it works three ways very well. This is our opportunity as well to get down some insecticide for the black beetle. And History is a fantastic product. For a litre, you get, for a litre's about $70 usually, and that will last you a long time, because it's like 8 to 12 mils per the 100 square meters, and yeah, there's no cheaper insecticide on the market than that, and it works terribly well. It works to it works as a contact killer, and it also works to deter them coming back. So very, very good there. And look, our new product Hero, which is a humic acid, we're going to use that as well in this application, because the humic, that'll hold on to the nutrients for the plant, also increases a bit of microbial activity. It's a great soil conditioning thing to do. So the day one application, you get your Moist down 300 mils per the 100 square meters in a tank mix with History, 12 mils per the 100 square meters, 8 to 12. If you don't have them, you can use 8, but you can use 12 if you've got quite a few, or you just really want to make sure that they're not there. And also, what am I missing? Hero. So that can all go in a tank mix, and Hero's at 100 mil. Spray that down. As soon as you've done that, put your Four Seasons down, 2 kilos per the 100 square meters, and then water that straight in for about 20 minutes or 6 mils of water. Week 1 application, we go to using just one of our favorite products is Launch. Launch is a balanced fertilizer, balanced in NPK. It's also got Kelp to help with the root zone. It's great for turf repair. It's great for lawn condition. So we're also putting our root builder Kelp, and that's the best Kelp that you can get in Australia. It's imported from South Africa, believe it or not, from the best Kelp source. It's a 300 to 1 cytokine to auxin ratio, which is the best for turf roots. So what root builder will do over time is triple the root mass of your root system, and better roots means a better plant. It gets water better, it gets nutrients better, etc, etc. So week 1, Launch 100 mil and root builder 100 mil per the 100 square meters. Okay, week 2 in all our programs now, we dedicate to soil health. So that's why we're using that Hero humic acid again for increased soil microbial activity. It's a bit of a mouthful. That's fantastic for soil health, and also it acts as a bank for nutrients. If your soil is a little bit out in pH as well, humic can really help with that. It's not going to change the pH, but what it will do is, like soils that leach nutrients and stuff like that, it'll just lock them in there. And that's why it's such a good product to go along with a balanced and nutrition program. All right, what have we got for week 3? I can't remember. I'm looking at that. So look, we're getting close to Christmas. So what we want to do is we really want to increase the colour, but we don't want to cause surge growth. Hopefully, if it's not like spring's been, it should be quite warm, and that will mean that the grass is growing a bit faster. Green light is a nitrogen ion. It doesn't cause surge growth, and it really darkens that deep green colour. So we're going to be doing that, and this is just, for the show time, Christmas time. This is when we want our lawns looking the best. And during this application as well, we're going to put in plant growth regulator. And in a nutshell, that will slow your growth down. Instead of it growing up, it'll grow sideways a bit. It'll also help increase the root zone and just increase the sward quality. It starts to really knit in. And, around December, this is the time that you will start grooming. If you've got cooch, grooming is like vertically cutting the grass, just nipping at it lightly, just so it's creating more growing points, taking out a bit of thatch. So that's how you start to get your real even look with that. So this application is green light. What is it, 300 or 400? 400, which is the maximum. If you're a little bit worried about that, duck it down to 300, but 400 if you've been continuing with the program. Get that down in a tank mix with root builder. We always put root builder in with most of our tank mixes because it's just fantastic for the root zone. And plant growth regulator that I use is Primo Max. That's available at our friends at the Toolroom, toolroom.com.au. It's on the Lawnporn page there, so you can get it through them. And the thing about that application is it'll control your growth, so you're not mowing so much. It'll increase the sward quality. And, this is when we're heading towards Christmas time. So the next application is just the repeat of that application that we did in week 3. So the week 4 one, it's around Christmas time, thereabouts. We are, putting down green light again, and I've got it down as 400, so I'm just double checking. So week 4, green light root builder once again, and, lawn with those 2 weeks of iron application, backed up by the iron that's in 4 Seasons, is just going to go really well. So I did forget to say, for that week 2 application with Hero, you need to water that application in. You don't have to if you don't want to, but look, we want to use it for soil health. So I'd suggest water it in 20 minutes or 6 millimeters. And those 2 applications of green light at week 3, week 4 are basically not watered in as well. And as well as the launch, not watered in. Foliar fertilizers feed through the leaf, and that way you're not using water, excess water, so to speak, and it's just the most efficient way to fertilize. Mowing at December, well, it's completely up to the weather, of course, and other factors. However, 2-3 times a week you can expect. After your PGR app, you might be only doing it once a week, thereabouts. So I'll just quickly touch on grooming. With the grooming, yeah, you're just nipping at it vertically, lightly, just to create more growing points, cut those lateral runners, and take up a bit of thatch. And that's how you get the real low look with your cylinder mowers. That's December done, and have a Merry Christmas on Lawnporn for sure. January and February are actually going to be exactly the same. We're going to start off day 1 of the month with 300 mils of moist per 100 square meters. It's just so many people buy fertilizer and they don't buy soil wetters. Soil wetters is just totally important in the Australian climate with Australian soils and everything like that. So, there's no point buying fertilizer, watering it in if the water's not getting into the soil, so to speak. So just get into soil wetter, and Moist is our soil wetter. There's plenty on the market. Ours is a very good one and is used by professionals everywhere across Australia. All right, so we've had a couple of weeks of pumping iron, and everything's looking good. Everything's going very well. in the week 1, we switch back to condition. So launch 100 mils, root builder 100 mils, and that's what we're doing there. We're looking at the condition of the plant and just making sure everything's tickety-boo. So week 2, once again, Hero 100 mils per 100 square meters, wet that in, great for the soil and great for nutrients for the plant. Okay, so week 3, where are we? Week 3 now. We just want to do probably a little bit of a charger up. It's got the iron in there, and I think I've got that a little bit lower than higher at 300 mils, because look, charger's really powerful. It's such a popular product with everybody. It causes surge growth where Greenlight really doesn't. So charger will really get that surge growth of the leaf going, and it'll give it that dark deep green color with the iron. So you know, it's just something to tickle the lawn along. Look, if you're happy with the lawn, you might want to switch that for Greenlight. And then week 4 is Greenlight and root builder and PGR. Now I did forget to say root builder in with that charger as well. It's such a powerful app. But anyway, getting back to week 4, Greenlight 400 mil. That's the highest dose. If you're a little bit worried about it and you're pretty happy with it, but you might want to go 300 mils or 200 mils or something like that. Just be very careful when you're spraying in the summertime, obviously. Don't spray it in high wind, don't spray it in heat. But anyway, getting back to week 4 is the Greenlight 400 mils. I've got that in the program. You may choose to be lower, like I said before, and 100 mils of root builder. And at this time, it's been 5 weeks now since our last PGR application, 4 and a bit really. So boom, another PGR application. And now you might notice I've got like 4 to 16, oh, I've got millimeters on there, I'll have to change that, that's an error. 4 to 16 mils in the PGR application. 4 mils is obviously a low application, 16 mil is a bit higher. You can actually go higher than that depending on the grass. Just a warning for buffalo people, you don't want to go high at all with buffalo with PGR. You just want to do like 4 millimeters through to about 8 mils is about your maximum per 100 square meters. The reason that is because when you pump a lot of PGR onto buffalo lawns, it'll sort of knurl the leaf and it'll look kind of weird when it grows, keeps growing. So just lower it, or you know, it's up to you to use PGR Primo Max. You don't have to use it. You know, it'll just you know, do quite nicely for your lawn plant. But you know, if you don't use it, it just means that you're just going to have to keep your eye on mowing. Obviously, January mowing can really be quite involved, especially if you're going low. It's growing a lot, so you're just going to have to keep mowing it. I've sometimes mowed 4, 5, 6 times a week. I'm not joking. That's crazy. That's before my PGR days, but yeah. So that's where we're at. And look, February is exact same as the as January. Exact same pattern. Because we're soil wetting at the start of the month, we're adding launch in our first week and root builder for condition. Middle of the month is humic acid for soil condition, and week 3 and week 4, you know, charger, Greenlight. You might just go Greenlight, or you might want more condition, you might substitute for launch or something like that. Now, watering during the summertime, there's a couple of principles that you really should look at, and this is why the soil wet is so important. You need to water once or twice a week deeply. So a deep watering is about 1 inch of water. For my sprinklers, it takes about an hour and 15 minutes on my sprinklers to get 1 inch of water. And if you don't know how much 1 inch of water is with your sprinkler system, sort of get an area or a couple of areas and put an empty 94 gram tuna can, put them under there, put the sprinklers on, and see how long it takes to fill up. That's about the time that you need to water, and you should do this in the early morning before the heat of the day starts. Now, in extreme hot weather, there's times that you might need to do a little bit of a syringe water in the afternoon, and a syringe watering is just a light little water a few times a day. It's just so that the roots don't stress out, and this is probably most important for zoysia lawns and fescue lawns, is that Okay, the moisture might be deep, but it's just so extreme hot that it's really stressing out the root zone at the top level of the soil layer. So that's why you want to do perhaps some syringe watering just to kick it along. So this program is on lawnpornonline.com, and yeah, it's been a crazy time for me working away and coming 1 week back and bugger, like it's just raining. So sorry that I don't have any mowing videos or anything like that. I'm just really disappointed. But this summer is going to be great. And now I did forget to mention a few things that I'm doing differently this year, more for circumstance. And, I always do a summer aerate. I've got a video up here and you can click on that to see what it is. It's just basically a Lomo, aerating, core aerating, and a nice little top dressing. And I usually do that at the start of December, like when I do my day one application. But the thing is, I don't have time this year, and look, my soil's quite sandy and it's accepting water well. There's no real compaction problems or anything like that, so I'm leaving it alone. So also, I will be doing this, near the end of summer is when you'll be looking at doing a late summer dethatch, and that's also just a Lomo core aerate top dress, simply because you want the lawn in the best condition without any thatch, without any problems going into the autumn season for warm season lawns. So there's that there. All right, now I've really ended the video, I think. All right, catch you later and enjoy a safe Christmas and Happy New Year. See you in 2022. Get your lawn on.